Good morning, my friends, or good day to you wherever you are. I'm Davey Blue Jay, and this morning I'm going to talk to you about how enjoyment is a practice. The practice of enjoyment is what I'm going to call this video. So, if you care to get out a journal, feel free to. My hope is that these videos help you uncover more of what matters to you, or perhaps light up something within you, or there's some type of takeaway from these videos that maybe you can try yourself, or maybe we do together. If you don't know who I am, my name's Davey Blue Jay. Like I mentioned, I'm a wellness instructing wizard. I'm a rock and roll musician. You can check out my music, Davey Blue Jay. And I make music with purpose. My music often is like straight from my journal. It's often just like a message that I feel like I picked up on, channeled. It's often affirmational. It's often an emotional release. So, yeah, feel free to check it out. Okay, so let's talk. Oh, man, I'm just freaking grateful right now because I have just this gorgeous view in nature. And nature makes me so happy. Drop a comment if y'all just one of your favorite things is just connecting and being in nature, connecting with nature. It makes me so happy. I love Mother Earth. She makes me so happy. This is going to be a little coffee talk with y'all this morning. Got my coffee. And it's like 7:30 a.m. here in the Joshua Tree area of California in Pioneer Town. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. this morning. I often teach meditation and mindfulness at a rehab center, and I wake up at 5:20 a.m. for that. So I didn't need to get up for that this morning, but I still woke up really early, and I've just been seizing the day. And here's something that's on my mind. This is why it's a practice to enjoy and feel pleasure. Because, for instance, this morning, I wake up and I do have I am thinking I'd like a coffee this morning, right? But imagine this, and this happens as humans, we're all humans. We all experience so much of the same, so much commonality. And I think that's beautiful, and we're all very different, and we also just experience the same through different lenses. So check this out. I wake up, imagine this situation. I wake up, I got coffee on my mind, I go get coffee. I drink it quickly, and I'm like, okay, what's next on my mind? Go make a burrito, drink it. Okay, I'm gonna go get, I'm gonna go get work done, do it, right? And you're just kind of checking it off, and it's just like, imagine it's just like a checklist, right, of things to accomplish. But you don't really you don't really experience those things more than just doing it, right? But then imagine this alternative. Okay, so I go to get coffee, and then, I sit somewhere nice, maybe in nature, and then I'm just enjoying the heck out of my coffee, right? And I even, as weird as it may feel at first if you're new to doing this, or just setting the intention mentally, even write it in your journal. I'm enjoying my coffee right now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, God, for this moment, for me to just enjoy my coffee, And you talk about, making things a ritual. I've spoke about them in other videos, or having things be kind of ceremonial. If you notice the difference between just drinking coffee and then making it just enjoying the heck out of it, and just if you're into like really nice coffee, for instance, or different coffee from different places, you're like tasting the differences in it, and you're like, wow, this, or even like, tasting like the difference between different batches of coffee from like the same like or the same like small batch farm, or the same small batch coffee roaster. My buddy, good friend Brian, operates a coffee company called Fithian Folk, and each by my understanding, like each roast is different. Like each batch is like different, and there's like subtlety in that. So you notice the difference between, all right, coffee, check it off. All right, walk, check it off. All right, get work done, check it off. All right, take a break, check it off. Walk the dog, check it off. Versus like really enjoying it, really like petting your dog, really like, really talking to your dog, petting your dog, actually like making eye contact and actually connecting with the dog, or with like humans, actually like connecting. So that's a coffee example. Go to hanging out with a friend, or even like a business style meeting with a friend, or you're working on something together, a family member. The difference between like, oh yeah, I'm going to help them with something, or we're going to collaborate, and really like making eye contact and like really like listening, and then trying to express yourself fully to them, and express like how you feel about a situation truthfully. And so then, you could even set the intention, like with the journaling with coffee, being like in your mind, just be like, just intention, just enjoy this connection right now, or fully be present for this moment right now, or just listen, which can be like kind of turning off that thinking or overthinking, just listening, just like being silent and listening to really understand what they're saying with this tool, with this vehicle of language, of words, of English, right? Rather than just hearing, really listening. You may have heard like there's a difference between like hearing and listening, right? You hear a sound and it's like, oh, I heard something. Listening is to contrive understanding, and a true understanding of what someone means. Okay, so really downloading that understanding, rather than just like, oh, I hear you. Oh, I hear you. I heard you. I heard it. Oh, yeah, I heard you say that. Like, right? I got my coffee. All right, next thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, oh man, I'm just like lost in this view right now. And they say, along the spiritual lens, they say as well, like, not to depend on the external for like, I don't know, you might hear in different teachings, maybe different religions, different schools of thought, not to depend on the external for like satisfaction. But when it comes to, maybe I don't quite have the words for this, but putting yourself in like in external situations, for instance, like, in beautiful nature and around wonderful people that you love and resonate with, and in hot tubs and cold plunges and doing things you freaking love, dude, dive in, live every ounce of life, when you talk about like, yeah, there's like this school of thought, like non-attachment, and in like Buddhism, they talk about non-attachment. Like there's these monks recently that were in town, and I had the privilege and honor of like having Thanksgiving dinner with them, having dinner on Thanksgiving with them. Well, it wasn't totally like a Thanksgiving celebration. They were around for that, and we had a celebration. It was like a family member's birthday, and it was more about just the community and coming together and riding that collective energy of gratitude. and I got to like listen to one of them give a speech, and do a ceremony and blessing. And yeah, he talked about non-attachment, but he talked about it, you know, in a way of like when greed gets like mixed in there, or in a way of like, I don't know, kind of like fear and worry like attached to it in my understanding. Anyway, what I'm getting at is like, dude, like live your best life. Get yourself somewhere that makes you happy. Surround yourself by things that make you happy, and like know that yeah, any day could be, your last. So freaking live every ounce of it. Live every ounce out of it. That's how I feel. Get every ounce, juice, wring every ounce out of the day, juice every ounce of enjoyment out of life. Anyway, for instance, like I hot tub and I like cold plunge regularly. I was alone and now someone just pulled up. They got a little dog trotting over there. Oh, there's their voice. So I hot tub and I cold plunge regularly, and even with that, like I could easily like get in this hot tub and like have the pleasure of this hot tub and get in, and then just like be like meh and get out and do something else. But no, dude, I'm gonna like I'm gonna get in this hot tub and freaking enjoy the heck out of it and float around like a lily pad and dive around like a swan and like like a whale and make weird noises and go underwater and just like groan. I'm gonna like splash around in it and act like no one's watching, and that's how I live my life, and that's how I strive to live my life, like, dance like no one's watching. And in my case, dance like everyone's watching, because I don't give a fuck. And I love, I'm a rock and roll musician. I love performing. I love, spreading that vibe of just like express yourself and don't give a fuck, and just like do your thing. So anyway, dance like everyone's watching is what I say. Live like everyone's watching. Be seen. Do your thing. Do your thing, baby. Anyway, oh man, I love this coffee. I think some of this coffee is also emulating through me. This coffee's speaking through me too. Coffee's like, yo! This coffee's like, oh man, I love coffee. If you don't know, I live sober, and coffee is like one of the only like, I don't know, stimulants, if you will, like that I consume. Caffeinated stimulants, like stimulants in general. My friend told me, like, we were having a conversation about coffee. He had a good point. He was like, the mountains are a stimulus, like the sun is a stimulus. Like when I referred to coffee as like a substance and talking alongside my like sobriety, and I'm like, well, you have a good point. The stimulus is all around, baby. All right. Speaking of, I think I'm gonna go get my nature fix, my mountain fix stimulus. And go on a little walk. But anyway, enjoyment. Nothing wrong. I encourage you. Your wellness wizard, Davey Blue Jay, encourages you to set the intention of enjoyment, because it helps you sink into the present moment. It helps you sink into experiencing life. So set that focus of enjoyment. Like, you know what? My intention right now is to enjoy this. Forget about the future. Forget about the past. It don't exist in this moment. I'm just going to enjoy this moment. And the rest of my coffee and that nature walk and Mother Earth. Maybe I'll pick up some trash also. All right, y'all, subscribe, like the video, comment if you dig, if you resonate. Yeah, and then I will be back at you with more. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Davey Blue Jay Music. Check out my music, Davey Blue Jay, on your favorite platform. Drop a comment which song of mine is your favorite. And all your support helps. Go to davidbluejay.com. I have a Cash App link, like buy me coffee, Patreon. I'll let the, like, you know, that side of things, like community building, like just go organically. Like maybe I'll, you know, maybe that'll build more on YouTube, maybe Patreon, maybe, you know, wherever it is. But let me know, like, like, I'll just fill it out with y'all, like, what y'all dig, in terms of community. And, yeah, I'm digging, like, posting these YouTube videos, so, yeah. Probably do some more. I'm gonna do some more of those. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Peace.